Well, I'm back with Sylvain, and we're gonna finish paring this piece of leather like we did last week. But before I finish that, I had the chance to look at what we filmed so far during the week, and I noticed a couple of things that I forgot to mention to you. So I will do that now. First of all, this is a lithographic limestone. I guess, well, all bookbinders use that, but for someone who never did any leather paring, you should know that this is the best stone there is to work on for paring leather. Lithographic limestones. You can find out more about it on internet. So now, the other thing that I forget to show you last week was that, like I was saying, I like to work with the burr of the blade. And I make it on purpose to create a burr so that I can work with it. So I'll do this now. I'll create a burr on my blade right here. I brought my 6,000 grit stone again, and I'm gonna put my blade back in its angle of sharpening, and I'm gonna bring it up just a bit more than the angle, and I'm gonna create a burr. On the 6,000 grit, it's going to take more shots to create a burr than if I use my 1,000 grit stone. But that's okay, you know. I want a fine burr. I don't want a big burr. So I do it like that. So I think maybe 7 or 8 shots like this could be enough to create a nice little burr. I'm going to try that. Oh yeah, I can feel it, it's there. Okay. So now I'm going to show you what I do with the burr. So you can see there's some lines there on my limestone, and that's by working with my burr that I create those lines there. So I simply put, after I create the burr on the stone, I put my blade flat on the limestone, and I press on it coming towards me like this. A couple of shots. Just 2 shots to make so that the burr will come back straight in the front of the sharpening. And that should be good enough to get the sharpening that I want. I'm going to try it. Ooh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Cuts like in butter. Yeah, the sharpening is very good. So eventually, the sharpening will go away, and when that happens, well, I just put the blade back on the sharpening side onto the limestone, and I bring back down my burr this way. Then I put it back on the flat surface, and I bring my burr back straight in front. And there again, I should still, even though I press like that on the limestone on the side of the sharpening, normally it should make it dull, but it doesn't. I still have my sharpening because I work with the burr, and I got the burr to come back up. So when it doesn't cut anymore, you do that and you will get a nice cutting edge again, and that will go for a while until you need to make a new burr on your stone. Okay, so that was the key lesson, should I say, about using the burr to pare the leather. So now we'll finish this here, and oh, it's really sharp. See, I didn't warm up, so I'm a little unsafe, I'll tell you. My hand, and I have to say also that I've been shoveling snow this morning, and on the 30th of March here in Montreal, and little still snowstorms there, and so my I don't know, my arms are not fully refreshed, or they're a little tired. So I don't feel that I have that control that I would normally have if I had not shoveled snow. Moses the neige, huh? Winter doesn't want to give up this year in Montreal. It's been the longest winter, and the conversation on everybody's mouth for the last month. Okay, so back to the pairing. I go again. I don't know. I just have the how could I say? I just do that without thinking about it to go around all the time. I guess it's because I'm looking for. That's another point here. It's easier to pair the letter if you're taking a point of the skin that you want to take out, instead of a straight line like this here. If you take a straight line, it's much harder to pair than if you take a corner. So there we go. That's the explanation why I go round and round, as I was saying last weekend. So by turning round and round, I always have a corner to pair, and it's easier than a flat surface. Yeah. You know. So I think that I've given you all the necessary knowledge of how I do this work. Here again, I do the same movement like I was explaining last week, and I'm stretching my leather here. It's not necessarily in front of the blade; it could be on the side of the blade, and oh, it does the trick. My goodness! Any closer than that, and I was making a hole in the skin. Ooh la la. I should check in the back. You know, I'm saying that you should always check in the back of the skin for the pieces there that could stick on it, because it gets a little, how could I say, like electricity in it, static. It gets some static in the leather, and it could stick on it. Sticks everywhere, actually. So, see, no, I've done it here. No, I saved it again. Gee, I'm lucky. Oh, that was close. So, that's about as close as I can get to the top of the skin. You can go around. Now I'm hardly pressing on my blade. You can go around to see if there's any places where you can make it a little bit more even. You want to have it as even as possible, as if it was machine made. Oh yeah, like this. Here, I might be able to take a little bit more off right here. You see, there we go, and that's really the final finishing of pairing your piece of leather for your mosaic, and then you have a nice piece to work with. Say, encore un peu ici. That's good. Oh, voila. Oh, that's right near where I nearly went through. Okay, so here we have a nice paired leather, piece of leather. And with this you can create some nice, beautiful cherries or lips, or what can you do with a nice red skin like this? Many nice things. So I would add that with the Blanchet-Saint-Jean technique, you can actually do anything you wish to do. You can do any drawing you wish to do.